Good morning, everybody. Hello, my name is Liddell Bryant, and I'm here once again at Leeds Playhouse, first floor, doing your daily warm-up. Now, today, as always, we're going to be doing an actor's approach to warming up. But before we get into that, some ground rules. First of all, this is 15 minutes for you to take for yourself to be mindful and try something a little bit different, something new, hopefully. My key rules are for you to enjoy yourself, to let yourself go, to be brave, and to also just explore. Remember as well that you can comment and you can let us know how you're feeling. Today, I'd really like for you to comment on using animals. We'll be using animals today, animalistic characteristics, I call it, and exploring how they can guide us throughout the process of warming up. One of the key things that I have almost missed out is to be careful. Make sure that you haven't got anything in the way. Make sure you've got plenty of space. And if you've got any injuries like me and my knobbly knees, just take care of yourself and be careful. I'm just going to give a shout out to Isabel, Mandy. Good morning. Isabel and Mandy, it's not all one person, it's two people. Good morning to both of you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please comment. I want to know which animals you might like to explore today. So as always, I have got some quotes for you to warm up the mind. I like to read something before I go on stage or start a rehearsal, maybe an article, maybe a book of some sort, but we haven't got time for that. So what we will do is get our minds ticking with a quote. There's actually more than one quote, and they're all by the same wonderful gentleman. And the very first one is, the only difference between a hero and a villain is that the villain chooses to use their power in a way that is selfish and hurts other people. So will you today be a hero or will you today be a villain? Whichever one you choose, remember we've got the things that we did last week that you can explore and use. I hope it's going to be a hero. So the next quote is, when you are doing a character, you want the full landscape. You want to know them spiritually, mentally, and physically. And that's why I like to take that approach of the mind, body, and soul warm-up approach. The same gentleman also said, as an African American, a lot of our stories haven't been told. All of these quotes were by the wonderful gentleman, Chadwick Boseman, who sadly passed away last year. But all that's left to say is, Chadwick, rest in peace, and Wakanda forever. Jonathan, I hope you are having a wonderful day. A big shout out to you. We're going to move into our physical warm-up. And first of all, we'll just do some active stretching. So as part of our active stretches, we just like to be actively stretching our bodies. So just rotate your wrists around and around, then switch direction, maybe 5 to 10 times. And we're going to move that in a moment into our elbows. So once again, moving the elbows round and round. Be careful. Don't go too strenuous in the first instance. Just in the other direction now. And as we go, we move into our shoulders. Okay. So once again, guys, be careful. I've got a bit of a dodgy shoulder at the moment, so I have to be careful. Moving into the opposite direction. And as we go, this time, I want you to take your swing down and up. And if you want to go all the way around again and down and up, and just be careful you don't hit your knuckles on the ground. If you're like me and you've got orangutan arms, be particularly careful. Okay, so by now, hopefully you have a little bit of warmth, a little bit of a tingle in those arms. So give it a little bit of a shake off and move that into the shoulders now. And as you go into the shoulders, start to find your rhythm. Maybe you're moving side to side this morning. Maybe you're moving forward. Maybe it's really quickly. Maybe you go both at the same time. Maybe you want to just stand still and do it. I don't know. But find whatever the rhythm is for you for today. And just bringing those shoulders up, nice and tight, and let them go. And up once again, nice and tight, and let them go. And try and get them as low down to the ground as you can. Both at the same time, one at a time. All right, okay. So we're going to move into some lower body warm-ups now, or stretches rather, active stretches. So just rotating the hips. And as you rotate the hips, think Saturday Night Fever, you know. a bit of that. Yeah. So really get your spine articulated at the same time, and take care of your hips as well for a start. All right. So we're going to move into the knees now. So the knees going round and in the opposite direction. Okay. And finally, the ankles. The ankles, just warming up the ankles 5 or 6 times round, and then in the opposite direction. And finally, the opposite ankle a few times round, and then in the opposite direction. So as I mentioned earlier, today, we're going to be exploring some animals. So we're going to use a little piece of music that we used before. It's called Let Yourself Go by a good friend of mine, Nicky Feelgood. And he has put this piece of music together that makes me feel good. So I hope it makes you guys feel good. So let's play the music. Hit me with the music, Mr. DJ. All right. So let's just start off by taking our little step just to get a little bit of a rhythm into our bodies. And if you want, take it into 2. Yeah? Okay. So now that we're moving, let's start thinking about what animals we might like to explore. So if you've got a suggestion, then please send it through. Please send it through. The first one, though, that I'd like you to explore is the meerkat. The meerkat is very intrigued by life in general. The meerkat tends to have its hands here. So as we go through these characters, they move very fast. They scurry across the ground. They stand, then they move lower again, and then they stand, and they move lower again, and they stand. As you go through these characters, as you go through these animals, start thinking about how these might enable you to explore a person, an individual. Do you know anybody who's meerkat-like? Maybe it's a child, maybe it's your uncle. I've got an uncle who's always kind of just looking around at what's going on when he's out in the streets, but when he's at home, he's just very chilled. And he actually holds his hands a little bit like this as well. He does that. Okay, the next animal that I'd like us to explore is the frog. The frog bounces, and like the meerkat, it sometimes stops and observes. Is your frog bouncing up high? All the way up, all the way up. And maybe it takes small bounces, bigger bounces, and allow the whole of your body to explore these animals. Okay, we've got a crocodile, Jonathan. All right. So I wish you was here, Jonathan, to show me how you would explore the crocodile. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the whole of the body, and we're going to chop. And sometimes the crocodile just lies in wait and just waits for an opportunity to pounce. So let's explore this crocodile. The crocodile seems to me to be a very intrigued character who, as I said, waits for its opportunity to pounce. Okay. All right, let's move into our step. And next, let's go for an eagle. The eagle just glides across the space. Do you know somebody who glides a lot like our character from last week, our archetype from last week, the regal character, who just glides across the space? And maybe they swoop low and swoop higher. I remember having a high school teacher who would walk through the corridors, and he took up the whole of the corridor and let his presence be known by putting his hands out. Because if we were going to run past him, he could at least stop us. Yeah, I was one of those kids who was running around the corridors. A monkey, or a giraffe. Okay, a monkey's always fun. They have so much fun swinging from tree to tree. And let's vocalize the monkey. And the giraffe is tall and tall and may munch. So as we start moving from our physical warm-up into our vocal warm-up, let's use this aspect of things to start thinking about our vocal apparatus. Let's use the giraffe and the monkey to start thinking about our vocal warm-up. I'd just like you to chew for a minute in the same way that the giraffe does. And in a moment, we're going to start laughing in the same way that the monkey does. So just chew. You want to vocalize that chew. Maybe you want to just be silent in your chew, but allow the whole of your body, the whole of your mouth rather, to just truly experience what it's like and maybe taste whatever it is that you're chewing. Maybe it's your favorite chewing gum. Maybe it's a toffee. Maybe it's your favorite, vanilla ice cream, whatever. Just enjoy it. Really enjoy it. All right. And move that into some, what they call horse lips. If you've tuned in previous weeks, we've done this before. And siren up and down as you do these horse lips. And use your hand as a guide to help you to go up or down in your pitch. Just take a breath. Remember, I've spoken in previous weeks about the importance of just taking a breath, not only in the rehearsal room, but also in life. We all need a breath right now, right? So just take that breath as and when you need it. Okay, we're going to move back in towards that monkey and utilize that laugh that the monkey has. That and let's explore laughs on a different range and see what that brings out of our bodies physically. And moving around the space, wherever it is that you are, just laugh. Let's have a high-pitched laugh. And let's bring it down to a more lower-pitched laugh. And if you want to physically explore the monkey still, continue to explore the monkey. Maybe you want to explore it in its entirety. Maybe you want to explore it in a more subtle manner, just as a person, but laugh. It's been said that laughing can release so much good energy in our bodies and release so much of the tension that we hold. So laugh, people, laugh. And take it into your own personal laugh. Think of the funniest thing that you've seen this week, this year, or in previous years, and just have a laugh about it. Oh, my goodness. My daughter said something funny to me this morning. She said, "Daddy, I want some fluff." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because I hold it there and I suck my thumb." She loves to hold fluff in her hand and suck her thumb, bless her. That made me laugh this morning. So what has made you guys laugh? So moving finally into the final steps of our warm-up, we're going to do some tongue twisters. Okay, now I've got some fun ones for you today. 6 sleek swans swam. Let's just start with that bit for now. 6 sleek swans swam. 6 sleek swans swam. 6 sleek swans swam. 6 sleek swans swam. Quite difficult, right? All right, let's take it to the next level now. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards. 6 sleek swans. Yeah, I know. Tough, right? Okay, the next one is a little bit easier. A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped. 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 And once again, allow that to maybe be in your body somewhere. A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped. 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 Take that breath once again. The final one is I scream, you scream, we all scream. Ice cream. It's looking quite warm out there today, so maybe you do want a little bit of ice cream. So I scream, you scream, we all scream ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream ice cream. And hopefully by now you're nice and warm, both physically and vocally. And just take a moment to move the larynx from side to side and start massaging the vocal apparatus. And as we finally finish off our vocal warm-up, let's just move into the more spiritual aspect of our warm-up with some sun salutations that just allow us to breathe. Moving up and down. And if you would like to bend the body, bend, and just allow yourself to truly feel that breath entering into the body and hopefully relaxing the body. Now, I usually take a moment to just close my eyes, just say a prayer, maybe even lay down on the ground in semi-supine, which is an Alexander technique that we don't have time to go into, unfortunately, today. But just allow yourself to sink into the floor maybe once you finish. Just lay down on the ground and just feel your heart beating and know that you're here in the moment. Well, that has been your warm-up for today. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've been able to explore something new and you've got some of the energy that I have to give to you. So all that's left to say is enjoy your day and make it a beautiful one. For myself and the Playhouse, goodbye.